I want to use this opportunity on behalf of the National Board of Trustees and the entire leadership of Fulbe Development and Cultural Organization, popularly known as FUDECO, to welcome dignitaries and other invited guests to the fourth annual general meeting. The fourth annual general meeting of this great organization, where we review our past and look at the present, but also aim and the goal to achieve the future in this organization. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this very august occasion. I want to say that this annual general meeting is, please kindly sit down, kindly take your seats. Thank you very much. In a moment, we're going to commence the program, inshallah. And I want to say that all of you that are here today, we want to welcome you all to this annual general meeting. It is my pleasure to welcome our distinguished chairman of this occasion, our former governor, former minister, an esteemed businessman, a gentleman of repute, a leader, an exemplary character in the midst of our society who has spending sleepless nights to make the community move forward. We have the pleasure today as our chairman on this occasion to welcome His Excellency the Ahmadu Adamu Mahabu Silva, the Duma Wala. So you are highly welcome. And I want to say that we are blessed this morning because a lot of dignitaries from far and near are blessed this morning in order to share this historic annual general meeting of this great association, FUDECO. That's the Fulbe Development and Cultural Organization. Please, if you know you are a member and you are proud of this organization, put your hands together for yourself. Thank you very much. I want to say that we still await the arrival of His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kano State, and I'm sure that also the representative of the Royal Father of the Day is not here. And once he's with us, we're going to continue. Let me quickly recognize in our midst the founder and national chairman of this great organization. And he is indeed a father and also a partner in progress. We're happy to say that Professor Sterling Salu Nana, popularly known as Mr. SS Nana, is here. Please put your hands together for him. So you're welcome. He prefers to be known and addressed as SS Nana. Please, another round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. So you're welcome. And quickly, I want to say that for your patience, for your we're also been informed that the representative of His Royal Highness the Mayor of Kano is on his way, as well as His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kano State. I mean, why we have to say that our chief host was the first to be on the high table this early morning. And I want to say that once you know that you say 10 in the Emirate Council, I'll tell you that story later in the course of the program. If you say 10 in the Emirate Council of Kano, it is 10. If you say 9, it is 9. I want to welcome our chief host, Chide Megabaruba Igabada. Pardon me to use Hausa sometimes in the course of the program. I want to welcome the son, Megima Sakishan Kano Hadishibu Muhammad. And the name is not complete until I say Al Hadi Shehu Muhammad FCA FCCA. Welcome. And also, it is a great pleasure to say that our National Board of Trustees is here, or member is here, and he's also a father. And I think he was also the next to join the Girma Sakishanu to the high table this early morning. And I want to say that it is a great pleasure, sir, to have you here in our midst. He is, of course, like I've said, the professor of repute, a teacher of professors, master of academia. He is Professor Abatagir. Yes, in the course of the program, like I said earlier, we are still awaiting the arrival of His Excellency and the Mayor of Kano. So once they come, we'll commence. And if we are being directed to start, we'll start even if they are on their way. So ladies and gentlemen, please, other National Board of Trustee members here, the State Council members here present, other members of this great organization that are here present, and other elders in this distinguished gathering. I want to welcome you all to this special AGM. This AGM is the fourth of its kind, and we won't give you the details. Let's listen to more of the meeting, and then we also recognize other guests that we invite to the high table. Please pardon us. And in the course of the program, other members of the dignitaries that are here and are not being recognized, please kindly pass their names to us for proper acknowledgement. Thank you very much. Please, some for the music. Once again, I want to say a very big welcome to you all, SARS, for today's August gathering. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And quickly, we would also like to invite another distinguished personality to the high table. And his name was given, but sometimes when you hold the microphone here, you feel like you're on top of the world and you forget some one or two names. But alhamdulillah, I've been alerted that another great leader who has served this country diligently. Please, some noises there. Those are sharing those booklets. Masood sharing booklets in the program. Let's do it gently and quietly so that we observe the protocols here. Thank you very much. I'd like to say a very big welcome to you, and we invite you also to the high table. Father, a hero, a leader also, somebody that has served this country diligently to defend its integrity. We have the retired Major General Akepon Abubakar. Please kindly come forward to the high table. You're welcome, sir. A general is always a general. If it is so, please another round of applause for him. You're welcome, sir. Yes, you see him as you pass by along the road, along the Bata or Murtala Mohammed Way, and you pass by the retired Major General. You think he's a university lecturer because he looks slim, he looks tall, but handsome as well. But I'm telling you that they are tough and they have done a lot to serve this country. Give that round. Very welcome. Thank you. Please, some live music. We'll still invite more dignitaries, and once His Excellency and the Mayor are here, we'll commence the program with the national anthem, opening prayer, and then we'll start immediately. Once again, our distinguished chairman of this occasion, our royal fathers here present, and other distinguished personalities. I want to say a very big welcome to you all to this AGM, the fourth of its kind, and it is taking place here in the ancient pyramid city of Kano. Please, you're welcome. Light music, please. Thank you. Please, those roaming about, please kindly take your seats. Allah Samori Kozauna, we're going to start now. Thank you very much. Please quickly, the photographers, the paparazzis, kindly find seats gently. Once you have your client, you can stand up and take a snap, and then you sit down, so that we have a very good and orderly gathering. Thank you. Alhamdulillah, it is also a great pleasure before we commence, because we have to start, directed to start the program. I want to quickly recognize in our midst another leader. And here in Kano, we say that this personality is one of our big, great distinguished leaders that have served this country also diligently and heroically. We want to say that today we are proud to have in our midst a very, very close associate of this organization and also an associate of the chairman of this great occasion. We have the pleasure to recognize the former governor of Plateau State, former governor of Niger State. I'm proud to have in our midst retired Colonel Abibu Shoaibu. Please put your hands together for him. Sir, you are highly welcome. I'm telling you that this AGM is blessed. Am I right? Please, another big hand for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I want to also recognize another father here, another elder in this occasion, who is also a hunter. Alhamdulillah. Also, a very strong personality and a leader in the Duse Emirate Council. The prestigious the Duse Emirate Council is heavily represented here in this occasion by Megirma Garkwan Duse Al-Haji Dua Muhammad. Please put your hands together for him. So you are welcome. Like I've said, please, I'm seeing some faces here that their names are not with us. Those, please, quickly, those in the protocol section in this program should kindly take their names and forward it to me so that we recognize them. Please, thank you very much. The program here states that we start with the opening prayer, and then we tell you why we are all here. Before the opening prayer, I want to use this opportunity because this is a national program. Distinguished Chairman, our national chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to please give a due respect to the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Kindly step forward and let's quickly take be upstanding to take the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. Take your seats and we commence. Distinguished Chairman, National Chairman of this organization, our Chief Host, other distinguished personalities here on the high table, distinguished members of this organization. I want to say that on behalf of the National Board of Trustees and the other leadership of this organization, welcome you to the 4th Annual General Meeting of the Fulbe Development and Cultural Organization, probably known as FUDECO. Known as FUDECO. Distinguished chairman, ladies and gentlemen, the 4th Annual General Meeting here, which is holding in Kano, is one of its kind in history because I think for a very long time, Kano has not hosted a very big occasion of this magnitude by this organization in the ancient city of Kano. And I also want to say that distinguished chairman, ladies and gentlemen, this organization is established to protect patrolmen's livelihood in all respects and also to enhance their access to modern standards of living among other aims. I want to say that the membership is drawn from all across the country and from all the states, including Abuja. Today's AGM will feature major reports from leadership of various states in Nigeria. There are reports from Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Gombe, Jigawa, Kaduna, Kano, Nasarawa, Plateau, Sokoto, Yobe, and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, among others. And we're happy to say that this occasion will review our past achievements, where we've gone and where we had challenges, where we are today and the journey so far, and where to move in the next dispensation. So that this AGM, Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, is going to review a lot of things, share ideas, share moments of happiness among others. It is at this juncture, I'd like to. All right, fine. I want to say that this program is being broadcast live on the Fulbe Facebook page. So, for those who have been following, please call our members from other states that are not here and are able to be with us, families, friends, wherever, when we to kindly tune in. So, they follow on Fulbe Facebook page as this program is going on. I think this is a good one for Fulbe. Put your hands together for technical people. So, I think this, alhamdulillah, the full day development. It is at this juncture I'd like to invite our chief host. Our chief host here, according to our father's proverbs, says that you cannot steal a little by yourself. I'm sure that he's one of the happiest. And we also invite him to kindly give us opening remarks. Please put your hands together. Okay. Oh, okay. Before him, we quickly invite, yes, Dr. Mujahid Aminuddin is not with us, but Negima and Leo Sambo is with us. Please kindly step forward for opening prayer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alaikum Salam.
We are in prayer.
Thank you for the observation.
في العالمين انك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم. يا الله guide us to have this. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Ali Sambo. Quickly, like I've said, we have to quickly invite her. Please, we'll pass the microphone to you, sir. Yes, quickly, Begima Adeshe Muhammad, FCCA, to give us opening remarks. Put your hands together for him.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله على النبي الكريم. Your Excellency Ahmad Adamu Muazu, Chairman of the occasion, with your permission, because of time, I want your permission to stand on existing protocol. It gives me great pleasure to extend to you all a very warm welcome on behalf of Fulbe Development Cultural Organization, FUDECO. I wish to take this opportunity to welcome our chairman of the occasion, excellencies here present, military officers, other distinguished personalities here present. I also wish to welcome our invited guests and participants from Adamawa, Borno, Yobe, Bauchi, Sokoto, Nasarawa, Kaduna Plateau, and Taraba states, and also the FCT Abuja. I hope today's event will serve as a catalyst for strengthening our collective efforts aimed at addressing numerous challenges facing pastoralists in Nigeria today. In addition, I wish to appreciate the untiring efforts of the founder and chairman of FUDECO and his team for the determination and concern for the plight of Fulbe pastoralists across the country. Conferences such as this one we are having today provide an opportunity to talk about common challenges, share experiences, bring about best practices, and discuss groundbreaking strategies that will help in supporting our dear brothers and sisters. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly hope that the distinguished personalities here present will offer their generous support and encouragement for the success of this conference. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, let's give him another round of applause. Quickly, we have to, like I said, because of time factor, we quickly run through the program. And in a while, we have to say that we have little time on our hand because we're going to have a long day today. Quickly, I want to also invite, like I've said, His Excellency, former governor, former minister, a leader, the Girma Walim Bochi, Alhaji Ahmadu Adamu Mohamed, CON, chairman of this occasion, to address us. Please quickly.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبي الكريم. The chief host of this occasion, my dear brother Alhaji Shehu Muhammad FCA, FCCA, the Sarkin Shanu of Kano, the chairman of FUDECO, our brother from the UK, the distinguished members of the Board of Trustees. I can see Professor Abatai right on my right, my dear brother that accompanied me, Colonel Habibu Shaibu, the former governor of Plateau and Niger State, my dear brother Alhaji Adu Mohammed Belkonduse, if I may, should correct, he did not come here to represent Duse Emirate. He came here to accompany me, his friend and brother. Distinguished invited guests, distinguished members of the Fulbe ethnic group, distinguished invited guests, Bendrade, Assalamu alaikum. I am here to be the chairman of this occasion. I must tell you, I accepted to do it very reluctantly, not because I don't attach much importance to this, but because I have a lot to say to the Fulbe people. Most unfortunately for me, I don't even have the time. Don't have the pleasure because I have to go for an occasion that I must step out of here in the next few minutes. However, because of the importance attached to the Fulbe group of people on earth, being from that extraction myself, I feel I should be here. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are blessed to be Fulanis or Fulbes or whatever you call them. pull, depending from where you come. From the Futa Toro in Futa Jalo, Futa Toro in the border with Mauritania in Senegal, down through Guinea, down through Ghana, down to Cameroon, Central African Republic, to Congos, to Rwanda, and what is above us, Niger, Chad, and the whole of the western part of the sub-Saharan Africa. The Fulani people are in predominant numbers. I want to also assure you that you land in Conakry, or you land in Gambia, or you land in might fall into the group of people that have the misfortune of being in my group of the full base, wala nage, wala biradam, wala kodume. Then unfortunately for you, you are good to go. One of the greatest disasters that has happened to me is that I cannot speak the way I want to speak. You will have got bulala from me, but unfortunately, they will say, look at him. As a result of that, I have decided my younger kids, I have met them and they have agreed to learn Fulbe. And I'm happy to announce to you that graciously, our leader, the Lamido of Adama, from his house, we got a little nice young lady teaching my people, my wives, and this Fulbe. So we'll soon be with you, don't worry. But one thing I want you to know, before the advent of what we are today, the white man's district, you must know that you come from a very intelligent tribe, a very proud tribe, a very enterprising tribe. But unfortunately, we are losing. And we don't blame nobody but ourselves. We don't blame anybody but ourselves. Because I promised to be here, yesterday I was out of my bed, up and doing in Abuja. I will just give you how to walk. They call you big man. But big man, you don't know what we go through. Out, I went up and down in Abuja, running helter-skelter. I wasn't going to be able to make the flight to Bauchi, but luckily, the connecting flight is coming from Jos. Used my connection, confirmed the flight was a little delay, took advantage, rushed to the airport. Behold, I was in Bauchi. We landed at 2:15. I said my Zuhur and Asar combined, straight to my farm. And I was on the farm until 6 o'clock, came back home at about 6:20, prayed Maghrib and Isha combined, and ate my dinner, 8:05. Because of this program, I left Bauchi. I came here about 11:30. I'm only not telling you this to see that I am busy. That's what you should be. A Fulani man is not lazy. By no standards. We are very focused, hardworking, and God-given intelligent. We must take advantage. But unfortunately, we are missing road. How many of you have cows? How many of you genuinely have cows? Not the one you inherited from your uncle or your father. The one that you bought. The one that you take care of yourself, like me. The one that you are concerned like your children, like how I used to. My grandfather, through my grandmother, my father's grandfather, what do you call it? He's a brother to my grandmother. He used to have eye problems. So when I brought him to Jos, his name was Bardejo. I would take him to the General Hospital Jos, now the one in the town near Terminus. It used to be the General Hospital, Jos. Then later they converted it to Youth. So when I bring him back home, and there's a lot of rain in Jos, as you know, in those days, in particular. Sai ce, Amadu, yanzu duk ruwan ne yana karewa kan shanu. Na ce to za a samu me sunan kabido ne ko kuma za ka samu lema in je in rufe shanunka tun da yanzu kana Jos ruwa na ba su kashi a ƙauye. Now, this is the love a typical Fulani man has for his cattle. Therefore, this is something that we must do. We must not leave because you think you are a professor, because you think you are a governor, you think you are a minister, you think you are what you have you. If I may correct myself of ceremony, I've never been a minister. And I pray that I don't become one. I've overgrown it now. I was a governor, and then thereafter I was the national chairman of PDP. Now I'm sit down, look. But anyhow, that's another matter for another day. So I want you to be happy and proud to be a Fulani man. But by being a Fulani man, it has its price. Please, 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 can we unite ourselves? There's too much complaint from us. And complaint will not take us anywhere. We must come up with laudable programs that will help us, enrich us more, not to make us poorer. For us to love one another, not to hate one another or this. You must put it to yourself. To compensation. Do it for Allah and for the Fulbe. Okay? You must be able to account to yourself and obviously to the Almighty Allah in contributing meaningfully. And I'm sure by contributing meaningfully to the full base, I am 100% sure you know that you have contributed. Pastoralism. When I was a governor, I did a lot for our people, consciously or unconsciously. Without sounding immodest, I made sure the lowly of brutally of Shanu, Labi of Shanu, whatever name you decide to call it, were clearly demarcated. And along all the routes, I did boreholes, dams, and I did drinking troughs in concrete, and put even areas where we'll put kanwa. I made sure when there was crisis in Jos, I accommodated our people. At a lot of price, even the Sabangarina Borro used to be a forest. The chairman was you are not a Fulani man. Me, so may God forgive you. Luckily, my mother is here. So when you go to talk with her, and I say, oh, so I please want to appeal to you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We should do much more than we should. I have not met him. He sounds good, and he sounds intelligent, and with a good initiative. And I have met quite a few NGOs and other bodies that are doing bits and pieces for the Fulbes. I would really want to participate fully where it is sincerely designed and done. I promise that if it is designed for the purpose of the good of my people, I will contribute with my strength, with my head, whatever is in there, with my little pocket, whatever is in the pocket, and with whatever I can do with my contacts to make sure we bring progress. But please, in the name of Allah, I beg you to do whatever it takes to make our tribe even more proud of us. Okay? I want to assure you that I would have loved to be with you longer than this, but I'm afraid I'm lost of time. As I drop the microphone, I am going to dash out in a hurry to meet up an 11 o'clock appointment. We are very lucky today to have the fortune to be represented by my father. Okay? The rest of introduction, I will leave to the master of ceremony. But the gentleman seated is not my father alone, father of all of us. And you'll get to know more of him. He's the district head and blah, blah. I don't want to say his title. I'm going to do somebody's job and he won't be happy with me. But let me leave it. Thank you. Allah ya kara maka yadda. An ce zan zo karfe biyu ko? Sai na zo. To show you he's my father, they have asked me for appointment to see me in Jos or Bauchi or Abuja. And I said I will see them in Kano. They said they will come to my house. I said no. I will go to his house with his team. I will meet them there. That is what respect you should always accord to your seniors. It doesn't matter what is in there. You are a professor, so bloody what. You are a governor, so bloody what. You have elders. You must respect them and you must show it. Okay? That's what Fulbes are known for. I wish you well. May the Almighty God, in His infinite mercy, bless this meeting, bless us, and bless our descendants, and enrich us, and continue to unite us so that we will have a purposeful life. May Allah continue to help each and every one of us, and for us to also be assisted as a group so that we'll be able to forge ahead and do what is right, especially for this generation and indeed for future generations of the Fulbes. May the Almighty God bless you. Thank you so much. I have to learn about it. I'm going to Senado.
We want to thank you very much, our distinguished chairman on this occasion, and who is quickly taking his leave for another public, another people, another societal development program. He is always engaged, the leader, and that's the leader, which is not leadership, like we know, is not a position. Leadership is not a title. Leadership is action and example, and that is a leader by example. Please put your hands together once again for Yema Wale Bauchi. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And we wish you the very, very best. I want to quickly recognize and welcome to this occasion our father, our royal father of the day, the representative of our father, our highly esteemed mayor, of Kano from the one of the most revered emirates. And one of the most revered emirates in Nigeria. His Royal Highness the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, CFR, CNOL, JP, represented this morning strongly and vibrantly by Megirma Dan Amar Kano, Alhaji Aliyu Harazmi. Please put your hands together for him. Kuma muna addu'a Allah Ubangiji ya kawo lafiya, ya kawo sauran iyayen namu lafiya na wuri, Allah Ubangiji bai da ku lafiya muna fari da kasancewar mu ainihin kasancewar ka a wannan taro namu. Thank you very much. Please kindly come and return to your seats so that we don't have a distraction quickly and we'll continue with the program. Quickly, royal fathers, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, please the other members da Allah baki da dawo a zauna saboda mu ci gaba da program. Ana buƙatar wannan tag din da aka rataya a waya na baki, this executive tag da aka rataya, ana buƙatar wanda yake so ke sha'awa yana so ya siya domin ya taimaka wannan kungiya da sai ya je ko kuma protocol sun ce da Allah sanar cewa yana nan waje, is available outside so that you are at least you also be in uniform with all of us. Thank you very much. Our national chairman, our royal father of the day, chief host, other members of the my table and distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you back to your seats. We continue the program. Quickly, thank you. Currently, our National Board of Trustees Chairman, other members of the high table here present, I want to quickly recognize the FUDECO Board of Trustees before we continue the program. Apart from our founder and national chairman, Professor Sabri Sadu Nana, Mr. S.S. Nana, I want to also recognize in our midst, once again, Professor Abba Tahiru. Abba Tahir is the Kakaki Fombina. Please put your hands together once again for him. He's going to be back with us. I will also want to recognize another strong member, our National Secretary General, M.I. Arifi Esquire. Are you here, please? Please kindly stand up. Okay, he's with us. Okay, please. You're welcome. And we appreciate your presence. Okay, quickly, Assistant Secretary General Barrister Nuhu Ibrahim is also with us. Can I see you? Thank you very much. Barrister Abubakar Ibrahim is also being joined with Aminatu Saidu Saleh as Nasir. Okay. And we have Engineer Ali Umar Sambo, Engineer Aminu Umar Sambo. We have Engineer Jamila Hassan. Engineer Jamila Hassan. Okay, and then Pharmacist Ahmed Babauro. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Pharmacist Ahmed Babauro, please. Is he with us? Okay, you're welcome. Thank you very much. And quickly, we have to go straight to the review of the entire performance of this great organization. And like we all know, that the chairman, Alaji Madu Adamu Muazu Siren, has left us, and we're going to continue from where we stopped. The founder and national chairman, Mr. S.S. Nana, is going to give us a very brief but a very elaborate and straight report on the annual, the annual report and the modest achievements and challenges of FUDECO. The journey so far is the title. Please kindly give your attention. Let's hear him with this very special report, where we performed, the challenges, where we are, the journey ahead. Please put your hands together to the national chairman and founder of FUDECO.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bandiraɓe wondaɓe ɗo hande mi seyake yugon mi yetti onon fuu ɓe warugo mi silmino dow mon silminago ngo juldam fu ɓe ngo pulaku. The chairman of the occasion now gone, and our host of this occasion, and all other sort of guests around the table. So Batahir, yeah, and the representative of the Emir of Kano, seated left to me, the father of the occasion, and all other distinguished guests. As they say in Nigeria, I stand on protocol because we have lots of people, important people in the room, and I stand on protocol. So thank you very much for coming. My name is SS Nana, as was said before, and I'm the chairman of FUDECO. You can see the slides are slightly behind the guests. I don't know if they can shift behind or something to see them. I'm not going to go through a very detailed annual report for what FUDECO has done this year. What I'm going to do is give a summary of 3 key projects that we're working on this year, and then run through a summary of some of the work that we have done, because some of our guests and a lot of our guests have not actually been involved in FUDECO. So there's a need to show some of the work that we have managed to do in the past few years. So the annual report is not going to be the usual annual report. So I hope everybody can see. Who is doing the slides? Okay, when I raise my finger, so next one, please. When I raise my finger, and then you go. Okay. And next. Thank you. So I'm going to tell you about the 2 main projects that we're running this year. This year, we're running 2 research projects. And one of the projects is in Kaduna State and another one in Taraba State. We're carrying out participatory action research in those 2 states. And the research is on the livelihoods of pastoralists, farmer-grazer conflicts, and also resilience, like how do they deal with shocks when they get shocks. We have carried out 3 rounds of research in 2 locations in these 2 states. And also, as a result of that research, we have published a number of policy briefings. We have also published a number of blogs. And just yesterday, we published another new brief on issues that we found with our people. We are all pastoralists. We are from pastoralist background, but we always need to remind ourselves what the issues are. The research is funded by an organization called SPARC through the Overseas Development Institute in the UK. The second research project is in 6 states in northern Nigeria. In Nasarawa, in Kano, in Plateau, in Bauchi, in Adamawa, and in Borno State. Again, we're looking at issues that our people are facing. So our people face a lot of issues, and we all know them, but nobody ever asks them what the issues they face are. It is not proper to sit in offices, air-conditioned offices, and write reports about pastoralists without them, without their views. Even if you knew their views 2 years ago, what is their situation today? So we have to keep asking these questions And the research is also focusing on some particular issues. So, for example, in Nasarawa, we are focusing on economic empowerment. In Bauchi, we are focusing on citizenship. How do people get NIN and PVCs and indigent certificates and other documents to become proper Nigerians? In Kano, we're looking at how we can use media and also manage media to empower pastoralists, but also to stop demonizing the Fulbe of Nigeria. Because the media has been demonizing Fulbe, and sometimes the media has been demonizing northern Nigerians. And we need to stop this. And we need to do that with evidence, with facts. So in Bauchi State, we're looking at citizenship empowerment. And for that reason, we have started an NIN registration center through FUDECO, and also preparing PVCs for people and other documents by ourselves, not always going to beg other people. So we are piloting that. If it works, we'll do it in other states. In Adamawa State, we're looking at the education of the pastoralist children. We started a pastoralist girl child education project in Adamawa State a few years ago. We started with 30 girls. It turned out that the community needed more, so we created a school in that community, and there's over 200 children in that school right now. In Borno State, we're looking at how we help our IDPs. How do the children of IDPs go to school? So we're working in 2 camps, in 2 IDP camps in Borno State. We're working in Madina 2 camp, and we're also working in Dubai camp with about 500 IDPs, pastoralists whose cattle and animals have been confiscated by Boko Haram. They have nothing. They live outside. They don't have huts, they don't have houses, they don't have anything. As a result, I'll tell you about the 3rd project which I have secured. The 3rd project is to restore the livelihoods of those IDPs in Borno State. So we have recently obtained a project to buy sheep for them, to buy chicken for them, to drill boreholes for the 2 camps, to give them water. And we have also secured a piece of land separately to move one of the camps to FUDECO land, so they can stay there securely and as long as they want. Because the owner of the land that they are living in now has asked them to leave. They are squatting on somebody's land. So we have actually secured land. It's FUDECO land, but it is for the pastoralists, it is for the Fulbe. They can stay there. We don't want to do anything with it. It's for them. Just yesterday, the first borehole in one of the camps has started. The work, Borno State chapter sent me photos of the work. So these are the 3 projects we're working on. We also help them to do small-scale farming. So we support them. We will secure an agri-extension officer to help them to learn how to farm, little farms, so that they can feed themselves and they don't have to buy things. So I will only tell you about these 2 projects, and I wouldn't go into other things that we're doing. I will go through what FUDECO has been doing. So, overview of our work. So basically, we started this work in 2017, and FUDECO was triggered by the Mambila massacre. So following the Mambila massacre, I came to Nigeria and spent 4 weeks trying to find out why our people are killed in this way. And we needed to understand it in order to see how to stop these kind of things happening across Nigeria. I spent 4 weeks talking to academics, talking to government officials, talking to security officials, talking to Fulbe organizations, and I got an idea of why this thing is happening. And I spoke to a lot of people from Algembu severally to understand what the history of this conflict is and why we should stop it. While I was doing that, a number of people in Abuja took me to a Miyetti Allah meeting with some stakeholders of Miyetti Allah. And while we were there, the stakeholders gave some recommendations, what they think that we should do, what Fulbe should do. When I went back to my hotel that night, I set up a campaign group to stop killings in Nigeria, based on the discussions in that particular meeting. And that is how FUDECO started. I recruited 50 Nigerians, activists. And the idea then was to send all the information that we get, the videos, the photos, that we cry and we look, to major international media houses, Al Jazeera, CNN, BBC, Voice of America, and we did that for some time. Then one of our partners, the International Committee for the Red Cross, suggested that this campaign is not enough. We needed an organization that is registered. But for that reason, we then decided to register FUDECO in 2019 as an organization. And then we got registered and we continued doing projects with partners. Have happened, but we need to secure the future. And the aim of FUDECO is to secure our future. Our general objectives is to work with everybody and to make sure that pastoralists have development and pastoralists do development by themselves. Not only working for them, but working with them to empower them to solve their problems. To set up properly, we have 15 trustees, and we have a national executive committee that is small, about half a dozen. And we also have an advisory council of people who have experience, either academics or traditional rulers and traditional rulers, people who know how to run things, like our father who is sitting here. So these are the people who know how to run society. So we need always to get advice from them. So we have an advisory council. So this is how we run FUDECO. Trustees, national executive to implement every day, and advisory council to get advice. You can see Major General Abubakar Adamu sitting next here is somebody that we get advice from. So when we want to deal with issues to do with security, banditry, within FUDECO, we need to ask people who have been on the field in Zamfara, who have been on the field in Katsina, who have been on the field in Borno, who have been to these theaters of war, and who have studied these things and worked. So we need advice. We can't just be working. We need to be guided. And so we have many other people who are not here today, but we ask advice from them. I'll go back here. So in 2020 in Kaduna, we had our first annual general meeting. You can see from those pictures. That was our first annual general meeting in Kaduna. And you know that in our annual general meetings, if we want, we can get 2,000 people. But we only get delegates, 6 per state. We limit so that we can work. I am pastoralist and I know our occasions. I ran an organization before where we had 3,500 people in the first annual general meeting. It was very difficult to work. It was good, but it's very difficult to focus when you have 3,500 people in a space. So we limited to 6 delegates per state. So that was our first AGM in Kaduna, and please give a round of applause to Kaduna chapter. This was our first, and it was very well organized. It was chaired by my senior colleague, Professor Abbatahir Kakaki Fombina. Please give a round of applause for Professor Abbatahir. Now, we have 12 state chapters. We have 12 state chapters in Fudeco. It's not because we cannot have chapters everywhere. People approach me from different states, but we want to limit ourselves to like developing according to, according to our capacity and resources, and also build the chapters that we have for now. So for now, we have 12 chapters, but we have contacts everywhere. We have contacts in Lagos, in Ibadan, in Ebonyi, in Enugu, everywhere we have contacts. People call me from Kebbi, from Niger State, everywhere. So these are our contacts. The letter you see there was a letter from the presidency to Fudeco a few years ago, inviting us to talk about the National Livestock Development Plan. So we are recognized by different agencies, even before we started. And what are the issues facing pastoralists today? There are many of them. Violent farmer-herder conflicts is one of the big issues. Cattle rustling is one of the things we have heard from our people. Human rights abuses, people arrested, people attacked, people locked up without any good reason. Lack of education is one of the key problems that our people are facing. If you look at the people they call the bandits, majority of them are not educated in Western education, also in Islamic education. This is key to changing our narratives. And we also have lack of support for our IDPs. So all the pastoralists that have been displaced, they live with friends or they are sporting with their own informal camps. They don't receive any support. This is really not correct, because they are easy to recruit by criminals if they have nothing to lose. So what are the solutions that Fudeco is pursuing? We are pursuing many solutions. One of the main things is to empower our people through participatory action research. When people talk of research, they think of professors and universities and academics. Participatory action research has 3 elements to it. One, participation, equal participation of the people being researched. It also has action. What does that mean? That means that when you find the problems, you find the solutions. You don't research and go away and write reports, academic reports. And this kind of research helps people also to reflect about their own problems. So that's one of the things that we're pursuing. We need to stop killings. There are a lot of killings of our people. There are killings every day, everywhere across Nigeria, mostly. But our people are victims of killings. We need to stop that. We need to provide relief aid to our IDPs. We need to maximize efforts on education. We also need to change the narrative on the Fulbe in Nigeria. A lot of the media demonizes the Fulbe. They describe the Fulbe as bandits, as Fulani headsmen. They describe any northern Nigerian, whether you are a Kolejo or whether you are a Mumuye that have become Muslim. When people see you in certain parts of Nigeria, they call you Hausa Fulani. Even if you are not Fulani, you are Fulani, you are from northern Nigeria. We need to stop this narrative of demonizing people and targeting them, and also criminalization of ethnicity. So like when people commit crime, they are not committing the crime on behalf of the Fulani. They are not committing on behalf of Arewa. They are not committing on behalf of their family. They are committing the crime as criminals. When someone is a bandit, that person should be dealt with as a bandit, not representing their ethnic group. If someone is a Boko Haram, they should be dealt with as a Boko Haram. They should not be dealt with as a Kanori. Kanori have not sent them. They are committing crimes on their own behalf. So we need to change this narrative. And how do we change the narrative? We need to do research. We need to publish our findings like we have done already. We have published many blogs already in research circles to try to change the way people frame these things. We need to challenge the media. We need to ask them to stop attaching ethnicity to crime. If you go and steal a good, you have stolen a good, you are a thief. That has got nothing to do with, if you are Muslim, it has got nothing to do with Islam. Islam has not stolen. Even if you are an imam and you go and steal, you cannot attack Islam for an imam stealing. The imam has stolen is his crime. It's nothing to do with the religion. So all these things, we need to stop them. So in order to do this, we don't just talk in Fudeco, we do. So the photo you see there is the school that Fudeco has. Fudeco Kaduna chapter built one of the 2 schools that they have developed in Kaduna, in Hain Ade in Cubao local government. The school is now complete and the children are attending. We trained in Nasarawa State. We have trained 250 women in Nasarawa State, pastoralist women, on various skills. That was those pictures there was our first batch that we graduated in Nasarawa State. The women you see on the right there are women in Nasarawa State who were trained in making shoes and bags in Toto local government area. And the other 2 you see, the children under the tree was a school in Kokona local government area, which was there for 21 years under a tree. Fudeco has built a school. That's now the building they are attending. That tree you see there was the school when Fudeco went there. Those children you see were the children attending under a tree. When rain falls, they go home. And for 21 years, they went to all organizations. They went to all the agencies just to build 2 or 3 classrooms for them to avoid sitting in the rain or in the sun. People were not able to do it. These are very simple things we can do. The pictures you see there is Kano State chapter when they went to Gudan Tuo in Shanono local government to look at the education facilities in that. Look at the building there is fallen. That's Kano chapter. These are some of the women. When we trained the 250 women in Nasarawa State, we organized an award ceremony in Nasarawa State University. 600 people attended the award, most of them women. We gave them certificates. We also gave them capital, small capital to start their businesses. And alhamdulillah, a lot of the women in Nasarawa today, they are doing their businesses, small businesses, and getting income for their families. Again, all of those pictures were the women during the training. I also want to speak about our Okaku Nomadic School. Our Okaku community was the community that was attacked in 2017 in Numan. 70 members of their families were killed in 3 hours. And they were chased out of a place they were settled for nearly 50 years. They are not nomads. So they have moved to Fufore local government area. They are in a place called Mayoine. And where they are, you need to cross a river with boats to get to where they are. There's no school nearby, and they feel insecure to send their children to any school even, because they don't know whether the children can come back. So we selected 30 girls from that community to support them. After getting a project to support them, the whole community said, look, 30 girls are too small. What about our own children? So Jamila Hassan and other people from Adamawa State Chapter went to their community and created a school. Today, the school has over 200 and something children from that community. And the government has provided a teacher for the school. I also want to show you one of the schools that Fudeco helped to build in Gashaka local government area in Taraba State. The picture in the middle there is one of the schools constructed by Fudeco with the help of women in Dawa and also the Northern Advocacy Group. I like to acknowledge the women in Dawa. I like to acknowledge the Northern Advocacy Group. And I like to acknowledge the Nomadic Commission for supporting us in all these schools that we're talking about. On the right is a meeting by Taraba State Chapter with all the ARDOS in the region, because we also speak to people as the school you see there is an academy created by a pastoralist youth in Nasarawa State. So Fudeco attended school and provided food because it's a dormitory school. So the children stayed there and they were having problems with food. Fudeco took food to them. We have also given scholarships that we have obtained from our partners. We have children attending with full sort of scholarship, dormitory, school fees, everything paid from our partners in Jos. And I like to acknowledge Al Bayan School and Al Iman School for providing us this scholarship. Alhamdulillah. We also provide relief aid to people. Since we started, we have provided relief aid to internally displaced people. The pictures you see there on the right is the FCT chapter when we're still starting. They went to help IDPs from Benue State. Haji Hawa is sitting there. She's in the picture. Mustafa is sitting there. He's in the picture, as you can see. And also, what you see in the middle there is the picture of what they took to the Benue IDPs at the time who came into Nasarawa State, chased out by the governor of Benue State at the time. That was relief aid that we got from the Presidential Commission for the Northeast, and we provided to our people in 6 local governments in Adamawa State. So you can see Jamila Hassan sitting there next to some of the relief that we got. Not a kobo was missing. For the first time, the coordinator of the Presidential Commission at the time, he said that since he started working in relief aid, it's the first time he saw that people got relief aid and gave 100% of it to the beneficiaries. Nothing missing, no bag of rice missing. Fudeco sat there with the Muslim Council, our partners in Yola, and gave the relief aid till 10 p.m. till everything got finished. What you see there is Taraba State Chapter. During COVID-19, pastoralists were forgotten by Nigerian authorities. Nobody thought that COVID-19 will kill pastoralists. Taraba State went out on the picture on the left. in Taraba State to help and give relief and also awareness about COVID-19. On the right, FUDECO provided relief aid to our IDPs in Plateau State. Their homes were attacked by the military and 150 homes destroyed. We thought that we should go and say, we are here with you. This is something, drink water, because relief aid is not just giving people food. It's showing that you are with people when they have problems, showing up. The pictures you see there is relief aid by Taraba State to refugees in Sardauna local government area. All those pictures you see, these were people fleeing war and conflicts, and Taraba State went out to provide them relief aid. We also go out to talk to pastoralists. You see, in these pictures, you see various FUDECO people in different parts of Nigeria going out to the rugas, going out to people who are underprivileged. The woman on the right was supported by Taraba chapter. She cannot afford food. She's sick and she's a widow and she has no children. We work with people to say, look, we are here. We work with you. It's better to help two people. It's even better to help one person than to say nothing. The pictures you see there on the left is FUDECO Kano State going out to Rugas in Kano, talking to pastoralists. The picture you see on the right is our contact in Kebbi State. He went out to talk to people about banditry, to raise awareness, to say, look, we should not get carried into this banditry issue. No matter how much we are angry with the system, we should follow the law. The picture you see at the bottom is Barrister Arifi 2 weeks ago. He was in Borno State and he was talking in the camp that I'm talking to you about. To come, I think. And he was talking to the people there to engage with them on what FUDECO can do with them. The pictures you see in this slide are engagements with Islamic clerics or religious leaders. It is very important, we are Muslims, it's very important we engage with all religious leaders. We are not engaging only with one Akida, but we respect all the religious leaders. They have a role to play and they have following. There was a national meeting in Abuja organized by the Sharia Council and FUDECO was invited. When FUDECO spoke, there was a standing ovation for FUDECO, for what we're doing. What you see in the middle there is Sheikh Balalau with FUDECO, and what you see on the right there is engaging with religious leaders again in Jos. Again, all of these meetings you see is engaging with our religious leaders and ulama. It is very important. We have to talk to them, we have to respect them, and we have to ask for their help and their prayers. Just back a little bit. The picture in the middle is Sheikh Yahya Jingir when FUDECO visited him and he was offering prayers. He said that FUDECO should give him report every month. And that if FUDECO wants to see anybody in Nigeria, they should ring him. He also removed money and gave to FUDECO delegation to pay transport. On the right is Sheikh Dairu Bauchi. He said that he has not seen he has seen many Ungias. Every day they come to see him, but he has hope about FUDECO from the way he listened and what he saw. We also engage with the embassy. So the picture you see on the right is when FUDECO visited the United Arab Emirates Embassy in Abuja. They also offered to support FUDECO. I have not taken up the support yet, the reason being that our structures are weak. We are not yet strong to handle very big projects, but they provide money to the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry. So he has said that when we put a project, he will recommend us to the ministry because they give the money to ministries. Welcome, sir. I think a delegate has arrived. We don't know who he is. Okay, it's the proprietor of this hotel. Thank you very much. We also, the pictures you see there are pictures of our work in Yobe State. The picture on the left is engaging with the traditional rulers in Yobe. And the pictures you see on the right is engaging with the pastoralists themselves in the Rugas. We also have our chapters that meet regularly and talk with people. What you see there is FCT Abuja chapter in one of their regular meetings. So people sometimes say, where is Fudeco? Fudeco is there. The people are trying their best. So this is Abuja chapter. Where you see there is a pastoralist woman in Yola South in Adamawa State, where they go out to our communities to raise awareness. You can see people, you can see pastoralist youth listening carefully and engaging with our members. This is very serious work. We can't just do it in WhatsApp or in the office. Also, recently, Fudeco Bauchi State women went to a big hospital in Bauchi and provided financial help to all the patients, Christians and Muslims, and any patient who was there. You can see they gave them money. Some of the patients have been discharged but detained. They cannot go home because they haven't paid their bills. The women raised the money through themselves and they went out to the hospital. So you can see the good work that our members are doing. One of the most important things in Nigeria and anywhere else is water. So you see that on the left there is Adamawa State chapter, and they provided they drilled some wells for pastoralist communities in Yola South. Where the pictures you see there are from our Taraba State chapter. Taraba State chapter partnered with an organization called Free, and they drilled 12 boreholes in communities in Taraba State. They were also trying to build a community center, a school, and an imams and teachers house. They were also trying to develop a Fulbe Ruga, a village, a settlement, all in Taraba with partners. This money is not coming to Fudeco. The partners are doing it and working with Fudeco. They are the machines in Taraba when they were digging the boreholes. So this is not propaganda. We don't do propaganda in Fudeco. We show you the work. We are not a political party. We don't want votes. We tell you what the work that our chapters are doing. We also know that farmer-grazer conflicts are really serious. So what you see there is a meeting in Adamawa State with stakeholders on farmer-grazer conflicts. What you see there, both pictures are our Kaduna State chapter, when they organized all the Fulbe organizations in Kaduna State and organized a peace conference in Kafanchan in southern Kaduna with Christian leaders. And with Sokapu, their main organization for the non-Fulbe, the farming groups. The barrister Abubakar Ibrahim Nase is here, barrister Nuhu is here, some other Kaduna chapter people are here. They were the people that organized the conference. This is not propaganda. The conference was with traditional rulers and other people, and it was very effective in trying to open dialogue in southern Kaduna. The pictures you see there is a unity meeting that Fudeco Adamawa State chapter organized. They called all the Fulbe organizations and had a chat and had some food to talk about how to work with Fulbe. Also, I like to show you these pictures from last weekend. So this is not long ago. This is last weekend in Serti in Gashaka local government area. Our Gashaka local government chapter organized an annual general assembly, which was big. They brought out all our traditions. They brought out all the artists in Gashaka local government area. They brought out all the security service leaders. They brought out all the organizations in Gashaka. They organized a beautiful event. What you see there is pictures. The woman in the middle is the state assembly representative for Gashaka, Princess Batulu. She's the daughter of the late emir of Gashaka, and the Saraunia, she's the princess Saraunian Gashaka. So she's carrying a bull during the event. She came to our event and she's carrying a tumbude, you know, and she was very happy with the event. She was not the only one. But we commend her for being engaging and supporting our people in Gashaka local government area. And we also commend the emir of Gashaka. We have heard good things about him. He's helping our people. He's engaging with our people. He's building peace. He's hosting our people. So he's a good emir and a good leader. May Allah support him and give him long life. The recommendations you cannot see that I've made, but I will say just some of them. One of the recommendations I'm making is that the government, the federal government, should open all cattle roads that are blocked in Nigeria. The second recommendation I'm making is that the government should rehabilitate all the 420 grazing reserves in Nigeria. Some of them were gazetted, and now land grabbers have taken over a lot of the grazing reserves. Those need to be restored in collaboration with state governments. One of my recommendations is that the government should invest in the pastoral sector. The federal government supports farmers, people who are farming rice, people who are farming yams, people who are farming cassava. They all receive subsidies. Why is it that people who raise cattle don't receive subsidies? We call on the federal government to support pastoralists and people who raise cattle. 6,000 cows are slaughtered in Abuja every day. 10,000 cows are slaughtered in Lagos every day. Who raise these cows? Who provides this meat? It is the pastoralists that are feeding Nigeria. And there is no shortage of meat. There are petrochemical engineers who cannot manage petrol and give enough petrol to all Nigerians. But pastoralists give food to all Nigerians. If people, you go to any cattle market, you go to Mumbi cattle market, go to Nguroje cattle market, go to any cattle market, 99% of the cattle are from pastoralists. They are not from ranches. Local governments are making taxes from these markets. Without these markets, the local governments cannot function. And also, there is a value chain. The people transporting the cattle, the people selling restaurants, the people selling food, the people who are cattle, who are headers, paid Wainabe. There are many people relying on the value chain of cattle. So it's a source of employment for Nigerian economy. According to the Ministry of Agriculture in Nigeria, livestock contributes 17% to the GDP of Nigeria. A large part of it is coming from pastoralists. How can a country not support a part of an economy that provides 17% of its GDP? It doesn't make sense. So one of my recommendations is that the government should invest in the pastoral sector. Another of my recommendations is that the government should use the indigenous knowledge of the pastoralists in developing the livestock sector. If they have knowledge to produce cattle as we see today for hundreds of years, it means that that knowledge is very valid and valuable. If you want to develop the sector, you don't need to clear all pastoralists and make them commercial ranchers overnight. You need to work alongside them. Make the development and addition and increase the value of the livestock sector, not to demolish something that is working, to put something in its place that is not tested. So my recommendation is that the government should, yes, we need development, yes, we need change, but you don't need to demolish pastoralists in order to bring that change. You need to go alongside and add value. So these are some of the recommendations I'm making. I'm also making recommendations to all stakeholders in Nigeria. Those who want to help peace in Nigeria, those who want to stop the bandits, those who want to stop people from rustling cattle, to support Fudeco, so that we work together to provide an environment where people do no longer need to go and rustle cattle, to provide education for our people, provide facilities, show them that there is justice in Nigeria, that they can have justice. When something happens to them, they can report to the Hakimi, they can report to the Angua, they can report to the mayors, they can report to the police, they can report to all the authorities, and the authorities should give them justice. So one of my recommendations is that pastoralists should be provided justice. People should join Fudeco so that we develop. Fudeco is not the only organization. We are not saying that we want to be the only organization. No, we want to work in partnership with all Fulbe organizations. They are all doing their best. But we want to work with Fulbe organizations, non-Fulbe organizations, NGOs, academics, everybody, so that, because this area is complex, you cannot solve the problems by just common sense. You need to collaborate with other people. So as a result of our work, some people have recognized us. The picture you see in the middle is my senior colleague here, Kakak in Adamawa, and Dr. Nafisa, and other people from Adamawa State, Jamila, receiving our award in 2021 in Yola. A newspaper contacted me and said they wanted to give me an award for my work for pastoralists in Nigeria. I appealed to them that they shouldn't give me the award. They should give it to Fudeco as an organization. They insisted, and I convinced them that Fudeco is everybody doing the work. It's not just me. So they gave Fudeco the award. We did not ask for it. We did not pay for it. We did not demand it. We did not even know I did not even know the media. So we thank them. We acknowledge the media that gave us the award. The one on the left was given to Barrister Arifi recently in Nasarawa, and the one on the right was given to me without my knowledge by the Fulani Students Association of Nigeria in an event in ABU in Zaria. I've not seen it. I only saw the picture. But this is for Fudeco. It's not for me. All the awards that we are receiving is for all of you. You are the ones doing the work. But I wanted to share only this with you. There are more than 6 awards that we have had in a short while. But these are the ones for you, is for your work. Thank you. Next. I will leave you with a word, but it's difficult to read. I'll see if I can read it from my machine. So this is a quote that I like to read for you. Excuse me if I can sit. It's a quote from a woman called Mary McLeod Bethune. She lived between 1875 and 1955. She was an American black woman. When she was dying, they asked her to say something about all the work that she has done over her lifetime. And then she said, I leave you love. I leave you hope. I leave you the challenge of developing confidence in one another. I leave you a thirst for education. I leave you respect for the use of power. I leave you faith. I leave you racial dignity. I leave you a desire to live harmoniously with your fellow men. I leave you responsibility to our young people. If I have a legacy to leave my people, it is my philosophy of living and serving. I think I've spent my life well. I pray now that my philosophy may be helpful to those who share my vision of a world of peace, progress, brotherhood, and love. So this is a quote that I always leave with people to show you that each of you need to leave a legacy in this world. Tomorrow we may not be here. Ask yourself, if you die today, what legacy have you left? So I thank you for listening, but I will say a little bit in Fulbe, just 2 minutes before I hand over the microphone. It's a long presentation, but I thought that is necessary. Some of these people that do this work, they don't have the pictures anymore. If you ask them the pictures, they have disappeared in WhatsApp. So that's why I did all that long. Jamare, wanda nender Fudeko, warbe Kano, subtabe subtindirbe, mi yetti on be kugal ngal kuoton. Mi sendi be mon kuuɗe kuwaɗe seɗɗa. Mi sendai de fu walano mi sendirade de fu ɗe ɗuuɗi. Kuuɗe ɗe kuwete nder lewru a fotai ngaɗa presentation. Ɗe ɗuuɗi. Mi yiɗi mi yetta on. Be daroɗago be Fudeko diga ko puɗɗuɗen sigak hande duuɓi 6 ko puɗɗuɗen Fudeko duuɓi 4. Woɓɓe moɗon diga puɗɗuɗen yaadumay on dari. E mi yetta on, mi wi'a Allah hokka on ko giɗɗon. Allah yahru en yeeso. Allah ƴeftu leñol men. Allah karnana en kala kuuje kalluɗe garoje dow Fulɓe fuu. Sarruji gonɗi dow Fulɓe fuu Allah yaafa waɗoɓe ɗi dartinɓe, nden bo Allah karnana Fulɓe fuu to ɓe ngoni fuu e lesdi Afrika fuu. Onon bo huwanoɓe Fudeko ta jaɓe do'e amana, ta jaɓe do'e alkawal. Pulaku alkawal. Alkawal wala, pulaku wala. Gonga wala, pulaku wala. Pullo wujjata, pullo feɓata, pulaku jaɓaye. Kuyen kugal men be adilaku. Kuyengal bo gam gaɗanen yimɓe meɗen to en gettama ma boɗɗum, to en gettaka ma Allah yetta en. Kugal men dewal. A wi'ata to a waɗay dewal sai to goɗɗo yoɓima gaɗa dewal. Wallugo yimɓe hanuɓe wallego hunde nde diina men ƴami gaɗen. To a huwa kugal diina a ƴamata joɓri, to a huwa kugal family a jaɓata joɓri. Yettan on fu moɗon, mi wi'a assalamu aleykum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
I think our national president deserves another round of applause. He had actually stated a lot of facts, from research to provision of infrastructure facilities, to the downtrodden, to the pastoralists, families, the IDPs, trending down to the modest achievements made and changing the narratives. That is walking the talk. Walking the talk. It's not only talking, but walking the talking. Please, another round of applause to our president. And that also reminds us of the book written by Muhammad Sule, one of those writers of The Delinquent, The Undesirable Element, if you can remember. I know a lot of us can remember, where he said that when a system fails to work, it is not that that system is wrong. It fails to work because those that are supposed to implement the system failed. All systems are good, and I think the system of Wideco is working. Please, another round of applause for our national president. Thank you, Mr. President. Quickly, while the president was making his presentation, we had on arrival one of our eminent personalities, who is also the proprietor of this hotel where we're organizing this event. Is also chairman of many other companies in Kano and Nigeria as well. And we're happy that we have him also as one of our guests this morning. Please permit me to present to you Alhaji Ibrahim Nuhu Gambata Amasai. Sir, you're welcome. You're welcome. And quickly, there was an omission, not not deliberate, but it was accidental. One of our guests here has been here with us since early morning, and he's representing Megilma Dambarang Kano Alhaji Nuhu Dambarang. He is also Alhaji Musa Saliu Yala Taba Associate. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. And quickly, we go to the next item. And that, if you see, is goodwill messages by our eminent personalities. And we have to start with our royal father of the day. Our royal father of the day is ably represented this morning by another eminent personality in the Emirate Council of Kano. And we have Megirma Dan Amar Kano. He is none other person than Alhaji Aliyu Harazimi. Thank you very much.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد النبي الأمي وآله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، the MC, please, I would like to ask the person chairing this particular meeting allow me to talk in the customary language of Kano, because it is the custom of the Kano Emirate Council. Whenever the Emir of Kano is giving a speech, he used to give his speech in the local vernacular, our own heritage, that is the Hausa, stroke Fulbe. I'm not all that fluent in Fulbe, but I will try and talk. I will talk in the language of Hausa as the Emir always talk. This is the speech of his Emir, the Emir of Kano. Mai girma shugaban wannan taro wanda yake wannan guri. Mai girma dan uwa, mai girma sarkin shanin Kano, dan uwa mai albarka. Mai girma sauran shugabannin wato ita wannan Fedeco wadda take nan Kano, wanda yanzu mai martaba sarkin Kano ya san su kuma ya so ya zama yana tare da su. masu girma sauran 'yan uwana wanda suka samu halartar wannan guri, a madadin mai martaba sarkin Kano ina gaida ku gaisuwar addinin musulunci, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Godiya ta tabbata ga Allah Ubangiji madaukakin sarki, tsira da aminci su tabbata ga annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam da alayansa da sahabbansa da kuma wanda suka bi su har zuwa ranar tashin alkiyama. Mai martaba sarki yana murna tare da godiya ga Allah da ya kawo mu lokacin da za a yi wannan babban taro na ita wannan ƙungiya ta FEDECO, wanda za a yi wannan taro a Kano. Kuma mai martaba sarki ya bibiyi bayanin da aka yi game da ita kanta wannan ƙungiya, wanda ta wannan bangare nata na Kano ya gabatar masa. Martaba sarki ya ji daɗi ƙwarai, ya lura da abubuwa na kirki na alhairi wanda ita kanta wannan ƙungiya take gabatarwa. Ya ga irin abubuwan da suka gabatar a waɗansu gurare, amma kuma ya ce kun so ku mance da Kano, don dukkan abubuwa wanda aka yi a waɗansu gurare har yanzu tukuna bai zo kan Kano ba, sai dai mai martaba sarki yana nan yana zuba ido irin abubuwa da kuka yi na alhairi a waɗansu jihohi ya zama an yi su. Mai martaba sarkin Kano yana tunasar da mu, musamman mu al'ummar Fulani, mafi yawan abubuwa da ake mana na rashin jin daɗi da duba wanda ake mana na ƙasƙanci. Mai martaba sarki ya ce barin wasiyar Shehu Usman ɗan Fodiyo muka yi, wanda a wasiyarsa wadda ya mana me ya ce mu riƙa yi, me Shehu Usman ɗan Fodiyo ya ce mu riƙa yi. Muna karatun tambayar mai martaba sarkin Kano kenan, muna karatun. Sau da yawa a gaskiya abin da yawa wanda ya cutar da Fulani shine jahilci. Da mun bi wato nasihar Shehu Usman ɗan Fodiyo, mun tsaya da noma da kiwo ɗin, kuma mun tsaya da ilimi yadda magabatanmu suka yi. Ba wani abu ne ya ɗaukaka al'ummar Fulani ba illa ilimi. Daman ilimi da shi Allah yake ɗaukaka mutane. Allah ya ɗaukaka annabi Adamu alaihi salam akan mala'iku, da me ya fifita shi a kansu? Da ilimi. Saboda haka al'ummar annabi sallallahu alaihi wasallama Allah ya fifita ta ne da me? Da ilimi. Dan abin da yake da annabi kenan, ikra, kai karatu, kai karatu, kai karatu. Sannan kuma za ku ga mafi yawan yanzu shugabannin ita kanta wannan FEDECO da duk masu babba da gagarumar gudunmawa, za ku ga mutane ne wanda suka yi zurfi a cikin harkokin ilimi na addini da kuma ilimi na zamani. Saboda haka mai martaba sarki yana jan hankalinmu akan mu koma makaranta, duk da abubuwan da muke, kada ya zama an shagala wajen harkar ba mu ilimi. Sannan kuma wani abu da mai martaba sarki ya fahimta, ko kuma dukkan mu ma muka fahimta, shine tsoro da al'ummar mu na Fulani suke yi na hukuma. Wato Fulatani yana da tsoron hukuma da gaske, kuma yana jin tsoron ɗauri. Na haka ake ta wahal da su, ake ta abubuwa, aka takura su, wanda daga ƙarshe abin da ya kawo rigima kenan a tsakanin al'ummar ta Fulani da kuma wato masu kula da doka. Mai martaba sarki yana addu'a ga wannan ƙungiya saboda irin ayyuka da take na alhairi, sannan kuma yana roƙo, yana tabbatarwa da ita kanta wannan ƙungiya cewa yana tare da ita kamar yadda ya san masu martaba manyan sarakuna kan sarkin musulmi, ya ce hatta babban bawan mu Shehun Borno shi ma yana tare da ita wannan muna fata Allah zai riko hannun wannan kungiya sannan wannan al'amari wanda take yi wato na taimakawa yan uwa da taimakawa addini saboda yakin da ake da Fulani ba yaki ake da su al'ummar Fulani kawai ba yaki ake yi domin a karya musulunci saboda sanin kowa ne mu dai a nan jihohin arewa wato musulunci ya riga ya yi rinjaye kan wato jagorancin al'umma na arewacin Najeriya saboda haka martaba sarki yana so mu koma kan hanya wadda magabatanmu suka yi mu kishin junanmu mu ci gaba da taimakon junanmu kamar yadda ita wannan ƙungiya take yi babban abin sha'awa mun ga abubuwan da shugaba ya gabatar yanzu na irin aikace-aikace na alhairi wanda ake yi kuma muna roƙon Allah ya dafa mana gaba ɗaya kuma ya haɗa kanmu gaba ɗaya kuma ya ba mu lafiya ya ba mu zama lafiya Allah Ubangiji ya gyara sunan Fulani da ake taɓatawa a ƙasa yanzu musamman waɗansu ɓangarori na wannan ƙasa tamu Allah Ubangiji ya gyara mana halayenmu to ina gani da ɗan waɗannan kalmomi su ne jawabi na mai martaba sarkin Kano kuma da ƙarshe wannan ƙungiya ta nemi ta kai ziyara ga mai martaba sarki a gobe to amma saboda halin tafiya ya zama na mai martaba sarki baya nan ya yi tafiya wanda shi ne ya sa kuka ga ya turo ni domin in wakilce shi don shi da kansa ya so ya zo domin saboda girmama wannan ƙungiya da kuma ganin irin tasirin da take da shi akan wato 'yan uwanmu Fulani ko musamman 'ya'yanmu matasa yadda suka taso da kishi sauransu shi yasa mai martaba sarki ya ce ya zama wajibi a gare shi a ba wannan ƙungiya goyon baya kuma ya so ya to amma gobe ga shi Allah ya kai mu gobe baya nan amma duk da haka ya ce ita wannan ƙungiya da ku da bakin ku idan kuna so a ziyarci fadarsa kenan ana iya zuwa a ziyarta ga yanda fada take yanda tsarin fadojinmu yake da sauranmu da martaba sarki ya ba da izini kai ku gani idan akwai buƙatar haka da waɗannan kalmomi zan dakata a nan a madadin mai martaba sarkin Kano muna yi muku fatan alhairi da fatan a yi wannan taro lafiya sannan kuma duk nasarar da ake nema Allah ya bada ita sannan mai martaba sarki yana addu'a ga shugabanni wanda suka zo daga nesa Allah Ubangiji ya mai da su gidajensu lafiya sannan wanda suke wakiltar yan uwansa manyan sarakuna da martaba sarki yana aikawa da gaisuwarsa ga waɗannan iyaye yan uwa nasa manyan sarakuna na wannan jihohi namu na arewa da yan waɗannan kalmomi zan dakata nan subhanaka allahumma wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh
We want to thank you, Your Highness, the representative of Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Adobayaro, CFR, Senior Awards, JP. And this goodwill message, I think, has been very, very, very educative, very, very enlightening. And we are happy, we are proud to have you as our royal father of the day this morning. Please, let's give him another round of applause. Now, bayani Once, I'm sure that the Emirates was trying to look for a very strong, very, very strong and influential personality in the Emirates to represent the Emir. That was why he came a little bit late. My Emirate of Kano has been known for being time conscious. When I was a local champion as an MC way back some 25, 26, about 29 years ago, the Emir of Kano, late Alhaji Aluba, may his gentle soul rest in peace, was invited to a particular program where I emceed as a novice. Then, alhamdulillah, I'm still a novice at Royal Tropicana in Kano here. So say aka ce aka yi kuskure masu shirya taro suka sa mai martaba karfe 9. Ni ma na zo da wuri karfe 7. Amma mai martaba 9 saura minti 5 zaka ji dadam da kenan bindigan masarauta sarki ya zo. Amma a high table gaba ɗaya banda baturen da ya gayyaci taro ba kowa. Sannan baki ma kusan kwata 1/3 or 1/4 of the entire audience were only there. Sarki da bature da ya shirya book launch suna zaune. Ni kuma sai na ce ina wa mai martaba barka da zuwa tare da fatan zai jira sauran masu sauran manyan baki idan sun zo a fara. Sai wani Allah ji kansa daga baya aka ce sarkin dogarai. Yes, I think it was very big, taller and bigger than me as I stand here. Yes, ba zan mu abu ce yace kai zo Allah ya sa na kashe microphone. Yace kai mai martaba ne zai jira ya zo karfe 9 so kuma suna bacci za mu fara ko mu tashi. Nace za mu fara Allah ya kiyaye. So, one important thing that I always need to remember is duk da aka gayyace ni sai na ce kun gayyaci sarki kun gayyaci mai martaba karfe nawa kuka sa. To mu zama lokacin zadan wallahi saura minti 5 za ku ji bindiga. That is one of the most highest qualities of leadership, time consciousness. We want to appreciate that. Thank you very much. I was directed to quickly invite before the vote of thanks, but most remarks by Professor Sir, to quickly invite Representative of Gambar Kano, Alhaji Musa Salu, to also say a word or two, and then we quickly invite also Alhaji Amasai, and then finally to invite one of our eminent personalities here, retired Major General Abubakar. Well, let's start quickly with Alhaji Musa Salim Dala Tapamasa.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بجرما وكيل بمرتبة سركين كانو بجرما سركين شانو شاما نونا تارو ناسيا أنا مددين دكتور بران أبوكر نوم أما سيدنا كان ما يجيسا أم بايشو أنا يكادون invitation to أما لله رسولي بايا كري amma sako da ya ce faɗa da kuma ita mahaifiyarsa ma da ta ce a faɗa kasancewar mun fito da cikin wannan zuriya ta Fulani suka ce a yi wa wannan taro mai albarka fatan alheri shi kuma ya ce 100% dukkanin gudunmawar da ake so a bayar a shirye yake na cikin wannan ƙungiya yana goyon bayanta duk inda taron da ya kama matuƙar yana ƙasa zai halarta zai bada dukkanin gudunmuwar da Allah ya hore gwargwadon ƙarfin ikonsa. Saboda haka ina wa kowa da kowa wanda ya zo wannan taro fatan alheri da kuma fatan Allah ya mai da kowa gida lafiya. Da wannan nake cewa assalamu alaikum dukkanin abin da aka tattauna masu nan taron Allah ubangiji ya ɗaukaki wannan ƙungiya ya kare ta da dukkanin wani barazana da ake samu daga ɓata gari. Allah ya ɗaukaka wannan ƙungiya. Allah ya ba ka samun zaman lafiya, Allah ya kowa gida lafiya.
And quickly, sir, retired Major General.
Mai martaba representative na sarkin Kano da manyan baƙi, ni kuma ina neman alfarma ka bar ni magana da Fulatanci. Mauɓe Fudeko daga chairman mai be mo wari darogol lami Kano. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Amin. Nani ma nami member Fudeko ba, amma ko jodi judubi tati salidi mi don lara ko Fudeko huwata. Mi lara ma do ha social media. Nder organizations fulɓe pat mi laari wala ɓe habdata bana Fudeko. Kamɓe ɓe ɗo huwa nden bo ko damata himɓe bana mo mai martaba biɗo Usman ɗan Fodio wi en janga en dura wala ba jangirde. Mi laari bo Fudeko ko ɓe laari pat ɓe ɗo habda ɓikkon amin janga. En pat en andi matsalaji jotta en nasti ha Nigeria hala Fulɓe. On andi wala babe ladde usti mo ko nayi amari jotta wala resata ɗi ngam ma dole on dara on jangina ɓikkon on. Minin on yiyata min yehi ɗo to min jangayno nda min yottayno ton. Ngam mai jotta nde min waɗi ritaya ha soja inchallah min dinga laarugo ko Fudeko huwata ha min vallata pat min vallan. Ngam man mi yiɗi mi tabbitina mon ha on woni pat jotta ko telephone am is available. Allah waɗi ha nder Fudeko officials o wodi bandiraɓe that ɓe ɗo ɓe nanema ɓe ɗo nder man. Ngam man ko Fudeko darni pat inchallah ko min ballata pat min vallan. Amma ha on hoti pat iseni on habda ɓikkonji mon janga. Ngam man bo bana chairman vi on dara dow gonga, on dara dow gonga. Allah vallu en, Allah vallu en, Allah vallu en. Mi yetti mon wasin. Thank you very much. That's why now, Prophet.
Thank you very much, sir. And I only followed to clap my hand, but unfortunately, I could not understand what he was saying. But I'm sure I can hear what he was speaking, but I could not understand. Please, another round of applause. Yes, my only attachment to football there is counting from 1 to 10. I will do it, inshallah, before the end of this program. Quickly, sir, we invite Alhaji Chairman Amasai Group to also speak, and then we take the closing remarks. Tapa much to say.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم صلى الله على النبي الكريم. Royal Highness, the Emir of Kano, other district heads here, the president of this association, other members, all invited guests. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm highly delighted to be among you here today. Although I'm not a Fulani, and I assure you from today, inshallah, I will never call myself not a Fulani man. I'm among you and associate myself with this noble tribe in Nigeria, and I assure you that you will have my full support and contribution in whatever you want to do in your future organizations in Kano. Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy, and I wish all invited guests safe journey back to your various destinations. Thank you very much. Nagode.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alhaji Nubu Amasai. Allah can have much to say. Yes, and we also want to say a very big thank you for being part of this program, Alhaji Musa Fulani from Kaduna. He's the chairman, CEO of Fulani Steel Company Nigeria Limited from Kaduna. Where are you, please, sir? How are you? Okay, so you're welcome. As well. Yes, thank you very much. We want to also appreciate you, sir, our chief host, for your patience, for your perseverance, for your kind presence that you're showing in this program. So I want to thank you so much. I can't tell our chief host for this great support he's given to us. Like I said, I promised when I was in primary school in the 1980s, my friend who was a Fulbe, who were kids then, and he taught me how to count from 1 to 10 in Fulbe. He said it was, if I can remember, go all the 30, joy, go all joy, I think this I will never forget. But today I didn't hear anything, I could not understand it. Also, always joining to clap my hand. So thank you very much, sir. Quickly, I invite our father and also an elder, someone that has been given a lot to the society, and today is here to give us his closing remarks on behalf of this gathering. I want to invite Professor Abba Tahir Kakaki from Ghana and Registrar Prime University, Abuja. Please put your hands together for him. Okay, please, quickly, sir, I was asked to, Architect Abba Yusuf is the Executive Secretary, History and Culture Bureau, Kano State. And we give him 1 or 2 minutes to say a word, then we close with our Professor Abba. Please, let's put our hands together for the Executive Secretary, History and Culture Bureau. Thank you. You're welcome.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم. Mr. Chairman of the occasion, members of the high table and important dignitaries, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I will first of all start by registering my sincere apology for coming late. This is due to some unavoidable official engagements which are unexpected earlier today. I sincerely apologize for that, and I will crave the kind indulgence of our royal fathers and other members here to please allow me to speak in our native language. I cannot speak in Fulbe, but considering my position as the Executive Secretary of Kano State History and Culture Bureau, I can categorically say that I am the chief custodian of our rich history and cultural heritage, so I deem it imperative to uphold our legacies by speaking our native language. Kamar yadda na faɗa, ya kamata a ce tun da wannan taro muke yi na gargajiya na al'adunmu, at least for the purpose of communication, bi magana da shi yaren namu. Tun da ban iya Fulatanci ba, bari ne da Hausa. Saboda kamar yadda masana suke yawan faɗa, ɗaya daga cikin hanyoyin da ake cin kowace al'umma da yaƙi kala biyu ne. Akwai yaƙi na makami, akwai kuma yaƙi na diflomasiya. Duk al'ummar da aka samu nasarar cinta da yaƙi ta hanyar kashe mata yarenta, wannan al'ummar an yi galaba mai ƙarfi a kanta. Saboda haka duk da dai iyayenmu da mu mun yi sake mun bar yaranmu na ainihi Fulani, to kada kuma mu bari a ce ita ma kanta Hausa ita ma kuma mu bar ta wai saboda wayewar zamani. Duk ƙasashen da suka ci gaba za ka ga abubuwan da suke yi a hukumance suna yi ne da yarurrukansu na gargajiya. Misali China, su Saudi Arabia, ko koyarwa da ake yi a makarantu za ka ga da yarurrukansu ake yi. Shi yasa za ka ga sun fi mu fahimtar abubuwan da ake koya musu. Mu kuma saboda an kawo wani yare na biyu an ce dole sai ka iya shi ma kafin koya maka abin da za a koya maka. An koya maka ma da wannan yaren za a koya maka, za ka ga ba ma fahimtar abubuwan yadda ya kamata. Yau watakila da a ce da Hausa ake koya mana physics ko chemistry ko biology, abubuwan za mu fahimta sosai. Ba na mantawa muna secondary school, akwai malaminmu na physics yana koya mana Newton's law of motion. Mun kasa fahimtar me yake nufi, sai ce ya ɗauki kwanon can ya ce kamar wannan kwanon ka aje shi a nan zai ci gaba da zama ne a wajen har abada, har sai wani abu daga waje ya zo ya motsa shi sannan zai motsa. Sai muka fahimci me wannan first law of motion ɗin take nufi. To da a ce muna yin amfani da yarurrukanmu, watakila da yadda za mu bunƙasa ƙasarmu ta hanyar siyasa da zamantakewa da tattalin arziki, watakila da ya fi yadda muke a yanzu. Sannan abu na biyu da nake so na ɗan tofa albarkacin bakina a kai shi ma dangane da kula da al'adar, shine yanayin shigarmu, dress code. Duk inda muke ya kamata a ce ya zamana muna alfahari da ire-iren kayayyakinmu da muka gada iyaye da kakanni. Kamar yadda Bahaushe yake faɗa, kayan aro ba sa rufe katara. To duk kayayyakin da za mu ɗauko mu zo mu aro su ba su kai ya namu. Su kansu Turawa da muke kwaikwayon su harshe, muke kwaikwayon su shiga, suna sha'awa sosai, suna sha'awar yadda muke gudanar da al'amuranmu ta hanyar mode of dressing, shigarmu. Saboda haka mu rike wannan abin da biyu. Sannan abu na uku shi ne hanyar cimaka, wato cuisine, abinciccikanmu da muke yi na gargajiya waɗanda aka gada iyaye da kakanni. Abinciccika ne masu ma'ana waɗanda suke gina jiki, kuma da yawansu ba su da wata matsala, wata illa. Amma duk waɗannan sababbin abinci da muke yi na Turawa, za ka ga cututtuka da suka addabe mu a wannan zamani duk ba sa rasa nasaba da waɗannan abinci da muke amfani da su. Haka dai a wannan ɓangare na harkar abinci, yanzu abin takaici ina yawan faɗa ko ina cewa 'yan uwanmu yara mata, za ka ga yarinya har ta kai munzalin aure amma ba ta iya girki ba. Sai an zo za a yi aure, za a yi roshin a kai ta cooking class, makarantar koyar girki, ta je ta koyo abinci. Kuma abincin da za ta koya a can shi ma ba abinci ne wanda yake namu na gargajiya ba. Za ta je ta koyo su meat pie ne, spring roll, samosa, fried rice da sauransu. To sai ka ga shi kuma namiji duk gayansa waɗannan abubuwan ba sa birge shi, ko da suna birge shi ya ɗan ci ne dai kawai a wani lokaci ƙanƙani. Amma ba za rayuwa ba ta yi a ce akan wannan mutum zai rayu ba. Sai ka ga 'yan watanni bayan aure an fara samun matsala, wasu kuma ba za su san matsalar daga ina take ba. Amma wataƙila a ce za ta yi mishi tuwo, ko da baya cin tuwo a abinciccikanmu na gargajiya, dambu, su funkaso, su sinasir da sauransu, wataƙila da zancen ya sauya. Saboda haka waɗannan abubuwa guda uku da muka yi sake da su, yarenmu, shigarmu da harkar abinci, shi yake nuna cewa an ci mu da yaƙi, wanda idan ba mu yi wasa ba, nan da ƙanƙanin lokaci ita ma Hausar kamar yadda na faɗa za mu neme ta mu rasa. Ita ma kuma yanzu an tashi farmata, saboda abubuwan da muke magana kalmomin da muke amfani da su da yadda muke furta su sababbin abubuwa ne. Kowane yare babban abin da mutum zai fara koya, misali in za a koya masa Allah ita ce gaisuwa, yadda ake gaisuwa da wannan yaren. To yanzu gaisuwar mu ta Hausa abin takaici ta fara sauya. Shi ma ina yawan faɗa a ko'ina, yanzu abin takaici ne wai yaro kankani ko yarinya za ta gaishe ka ta ce maka wane ya kake. Ya kake ba gaisuwar mu ba ce, kuma ko a Hausan ma ba gaisuwar mutanen kirki ba ce. Amma yanzu kaga har manya ma an ɗan fara karkata zuwa wannan, wai direct translation ne na hawaye. Bayan na tabbata shekaru 20 da suka wuce ba san da wannan gaisuwar. To ya kamata a ce ire-iren waɗannan tarurruka da ake shiryawa mun ci sa'a ga masu girma iyayenmu sarakuna tare da mu waɗanda su ne paramount rulers, manyan masu riko da al'ada. Nauyi ne babba a kanmu yadda za mu ga an inganta waɗannan abubuwa da muka gada iyaye da kakanni. Shi kuma wannan harshe namu na farko wato Fulatanci, kamar yadda na faɗa sai dai mu gyara, amma kamar yadda Turawa suke cewa the deed has been done. Ni ko zo in kashe ka da Fulatanci ba na ji, kuma ba Fulatani ne uwa da uba har kakanni na 8 ko fiye da haka. Saboda haka waɗanda suka rage suna jin wannan yare a ci gaba da ƙoƙari wajen riƙo da shi. Babu wani abin kunya, babu abin takaici a cikin yin alfahari da yaren da ka gada. Saboda haka ko yaya ne a rika passing ɗin shi to the next generation, yara ƙannenmu masu tasowa a ci gaba da ƙoƙarin wajen yi musu magana da wannan yare namu, kuma mu ma ire-irenmu da muke da interest a bamu ƙwarin gwiwa a samar da sababbin kafafe na zamani da za a iya bunƙasa koyo da koyar da shi wannan harshe. Ina mana fatan alheri da fatan abubuwan da za mu tattauna ko kuma aka tattauna a wannan waje su zama masu amfani ne a gare mu da shi wannan yare namu da jihar mu ta Kano mai albarka da Najeriya gabaki ɗaya. Na gode. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much. The Executive Secretary and the State History and Culture Bureau, also, like I said, is the younger brother of our Governor, Kano State, Naji Abba Kabir Yusuf. Please let's put our hands together for him. And we thank you very much for those light words. I want to emphasize, according to a statement here given to me, that is Alhaji Abba Kabir Yusuf. Please, another round of applause to him. Alhaji Ahmad Abba Kabir Yusuf. Otto Ahmad Abba Yusuf. Thank you very much. And quickly, there is going to be a group photograph after the program. One is going to be the general group photograph, and the second step is going to be chapter by chapter group photographs. Don't forget this. This is an information pass to all the audience that are present. And quickly, I invite our father, and for the patients who want to appreciate you, sir, Professor Albert Hidala Chapam Sose, to give us closing remarks.
Mai martaba san Kano, sauran manyan baƙi, ni ma da yake Hausa ta ba ta taka kara ta karya ba, kuma Turancin ma kamar na kusa in mance ta, ina neman alfarman sarki domin in samu in yi magana da Hillanci domin ɗaukacin jama'ar ku. kastaɓe kuɗe maadi e mbi'a to maadi daayi haa yotti gaɗa lamsal wala ɓalal kesal waɗete sey bukke. Ngam noon wala haala kesa ka mbiyami jonta kam ɓurna haalete ka fuu haalama, amma bo foti mi lornita kettugol ngam en hisa yejjitaago. Mi lutani hooreɓe e tokkal Fuɗoyko fuu ngam yettugo kala garɗo fuu e tiiɗal muɗum hande. Moye fuu yettama e tokkugo laabi caɗɗi nden bo e yoɓrugo jiibaji selbuɗi malla jorɗi ngam haajanago dental suudu baaba. Mi yetti wakkilanɓe lycée Fuɗeko e gajiyaji meɗen fuu, hawtade e hooreɓe meɗen mbi'eteɓe trustee en wato dotti en ɓe tigoriɗen. Mi yetti on e mballa moɗon e ballotiro ngo on tigori. Kadi ma mi yettani en hoorejo meɗen mawɗo mo en mantorta ko nde SS Nana, jahuɗo jahangal ɓurgal dayago ngam o jokko en to lamar meɗen tilimka ka hande. En gettimo sanne e tiiɗal e kaajal maako ngal Fuɗeko tigori. Fahin kawtal Fuɗeko lisal Kano taskuɓe lamar hikka yettama masin e kuuɗe maɓɓe caɗɗe gaɗuɗe nasaraku mangu. Tokkal Fuɗeko ngari Kano jam, en mbeeri e berɗe belɗe, en ñaami en kaari, en jari en ɗomɗiti ha en ngaa'i. Kadi ma en dawrotiri en pamri nder seyo. Nasru ɗum heɓama ngam darara yimɓe Kano. Allah ɓesdanɓe barka, risku e baraja. Wala yoɓowo kananke en e sadakatu jariya sey Allah laamiɗo. Kadi ma mi yettani en hoɓɓe yaasi Fuɗeko ɓe ngarani en ngam balla nasru lamar meɗen ka hikka. Kamɓe fuu Allah warjorɓe hayruji keyɗi. Wonde laati bo Fuɗeko relli jargu keyɗum faago huwuki kuuɗe mballa fuu wala seko. Kawtal nga'al e wodi anniya laaɓka. Kanjum waɗi kuuɗe Fuɗeko ɓurdi ɓurna kawte fuu heɓgo darorde saatunde e nasruji. Ngam noon en getti Allah, en getti tiiɗal hoorejo meɗen e lutto hooreɓe fuu ngam he'are e darare maɓɓe haro nasru kuuɗe meɗen fuu. Wala sego kuuɗe mballa suudu baaba ɗum caɗɗum masin. Wodi gannuɗi e caɗele nawɗe nden peerotirɗe. Ngam o welnana woɓɓe. Useni e usoko ta en mbara jokke ngam sadakatu jariya ɓurdi kala kuuɗe baraja fuu, ngam bo ɗum tawete ha aljanna firdausi. Dalila nasru heɓa to Kano dole jiha tammi wernugo lamar AGM mawri ta dow ngorloba diga hande. E ragare emi toro moye fuu ummana wallugo Fuɗeko hedi Allah woni ɗum fuu ngam faago yeeso kuuɗe ballotiro. Kala mballa Fuɗeko heɓi fuu ɗum mballa faago yeeso dental suudu baaba mofgal ɗum fuu. Mi torani en nasru jahale hotugo iworɗe meɗen nder jamu e hayru. Jawmirawo horu en jam.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm very, very jealous. I only clap my hand. I won't buy that. I won't buy that. We want to thank you very much, Professor, and thank all the members, all our elders at the high table. We appreciate all of you. And that reminds me of that our forefathers' sayings that it is not the number of years you spent on earth that matters, but your ability to affect the lives of others positively. And I think our elders here are affecting our lives positively. Please put your hands together for them. I appreciate you all, sirs. And like I said, we're going to go immediately after the national anthem and closing prayer. We'll go on break, and then the proper AGM will resume after lunch and prayer. Am I right? Yes, after lunch and prayer. So the photograph is also coming. The group photograph, general, and then the chapters photographs and session. Thank you very, very much. Quickly, I want to leave you with this before I say my name. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go with dignity, honesty, and you want to go far, then go together. Thank you very much. My name is Ahmad Rufai Bello. I quickly invite Barrister Abubakar Ibrahim Nasir to give us a closing prayer, and then we take the national anthem immediately. Barrister, sir. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Duk waɗanda suka halarta wannan taron Allah ya kai mu gida lafiya. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسي السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Please, the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.